Alright, so I have a ruler and it's broken. Because whenever I go to measure something, it gives me two different values. That doesn't make any sense. But that's because my ruler has metric and imperial on it. And if you're wondering, if you've forgotten how imperial works, it's like this. There's 12 lines in 1 inch and 12 inches in a foot, but there isn't 12 feet in the yard, there's 3. And there's 1,760 yards in a mile. And a mile is different than a Roman mile or a nautical mile. And it's actually important that you don't get those confused, which is kind of silly, but that's actually the imperial system. But it actually isn't the imperial system, because there isn't a single system as we think there is. For example, a cup. People have seen a cup. But an imperial cup is exactly 227 milliliters, right? But in America, they have the US customary units. And that cup is 236 milliliters. But I'm not done, because the FDA, their cup isn't the same, it's 240 milliliters. Anyone know what our Canadian cup is? It's 250! There's 4 different cups, people! It doesn't make any sense. And that's why, one of the reasons why, the metric system is 1,000 times better. I say that for those of you that didn't get that in-joke, because it's all about factors of 10 with metric. So if you're going from millimeters to meters, you just multiply it by 1,000. And if you want to get to kilometers, you go, divide it. Anyway, millimeters is 1,000 times smaller than a meter, and the same is true for kilometers. The same is true for grams and kilograms, and a kilogram of water is a liter. It all makes sense. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, Kurtis, why are you talking about metric and imperial? We're not one of the 3 countries in the world that hasn't switched to metric. If you're wondering, that's Liberia, and Myanmar, and America. And Myanmar is actually in the process of switching. But you're wrong, because we actually didn't switch to metric, we just adopted it. Because we just use both for everything. You know, your weight in pounds and everything has 2 things on it. And that is, both is not better in a sense. It's actually much worse, because we end up using both and then doing conversions and getting the conversions wrong, because in some cases the conversions are like rocket science. Like NASA built a rocket, and they wanted to send the Mars Climate Orbiter to orbit Mars. And it crashed into Mars. Someone did a conversion wrong, and that cost $200 million. But, you know, that was just a probe. It's not like there was people on it. It's not like it was like an Air Canada flight or something. Some people know where this is going. There was an Air Canada flight in the 80s called the Gimli glider. And it was called the glider because when it ran out of fuel, it had to glide to a crash landing site. Because someone thought the gallons and liters were pretty much the same. So luckily there was an amazing pilot and no one died, and Air Canada still flew the plane for 25 years. But it costs hundreds of millions of dollars to have both of these systems on our planet. But that's not even the thing that really gets me pissed off about the fact that we still have both. What really upsets me is that our children, you know, they go home and hopefully, maybe they learn to bake. And they do that with cups and with tablespoons and teaspoons. And then they go to chemistry, and it's all of these like foreign magical units like milliliters and grams. They've never heard of those. And then they don't know how to measure things, and they don't know how to do experiments, and they don't understand what science is. And like, I've been a teacher, I've seen this firsthand. It's scary. And so, it is time that we overthrow our imperial rulers. Okay? So if you have, metric all the way, okay? So if you have a broken ruler like I do, fixing it is simple. You just take it like this, you snap it, you throw it out, and then you go get a metric-only ruler.